Here's what I really want to talk to you about, Windy, because I got a little wind of this story that you were working on here, or at least a theory that you have, which is that all these players together in the bubble. I'm going to let you tell it. What is it that you think could ultimately be hatched from all of these guys down there, sort of sequestered, if you will, from the rest of the world?
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, Greeny. I have heard on more than 4 occasions agents or executives complaining about how in a year or two, maybe not this year, the free agent class isn't set up, but next year when we have a loaded 2021 free agent class, whether bonds that have been formed in this bubble with teams that are clustered together will play out. The Orlando, in a year, we'll be talking about the formation of the Orlando Four. Now, I'm not sure that's going to play that way because the reason people think about this is because of what's happened with Team USAs over the years. The Heatles were really started to be formed in Beijing, for example. The Warriors, when they came together, happened with Team USA. In this case, the players are still playing with their teams. But I will tell you this, the Bucks are actually relieved because Giannis Antetokounmpo is hanging out in Orlando with his brothers, Kostas and Thanasis. Kostas plays for the Lakers, and so they're in the same hotel. And so there's a Laker hanging out with Giannis almost all the time. It happens to be Giannis' brother. But definitely something that executives are worried about talking about out there.
So what do you make of that, Perk? The idea that these guys, they're all hanging around together, they're sort of cut off from the rest of the world, that the next NBA super team will be hatched inside the bubble in Orlando.
I don't see it happening. I think guys are down there on the mission from, the outside looking in. I'm watching how the scrimmages go. Guys are really competing. So that means to tell me that they have one thing on their mind is to go down there and win games. Listen, super teams, we know the last super team that was formed from a conversation from the parking lot. We talking about Draymond Green hopping on the phone in his car to call Kevin Durant. Guys work out in the summertime together. They pick up together in the same gym. Guys, have the same agents. They know how to contact one another. So I'm not really diving too deep into, the next super team is being formed in the bubble because even if you look at the Kawhi and Paul George situation that slipped right under everyone's nose, sure, we didn't know anything about it, but it was a personal relationship that they had together. So I'm not going to look too deep into it. I think if a super team is going to be formed, it's going to be formed anyway, whether the bubble was here or not.
I hear you, but it's more fun Wendy's way. I'm much more enjoying the idea of just trying to, I'm now already imagining all the players who will come together as a result of this period of time, and we'll see. In the meantime, I will leave you with this one visual. Tell me what happens here, Perk. Blazers taking on the Pacers. C.J. McCollum, he's going to the hole. He's going to the rim. And I'm sorry. Oh, what happened? Big Perk, what happened there?
Hey, man, listen, CJ know better. He's a veteran, man. Look, this is the first game. Listen. And then he tried to cock it back with the one hand. No, CJ, go up with 2, young fella. I'm a big fan of CJ. He even had to laugh about it. But he know better than that. As a vet, he don't have young legs no more. He got to ease his way into things.
As a person myself, who at the apex of my athleticism could only barely touch the rim when I jumped, I'm not sure I'm allowed to laugh at this, and yet I find it funny. All right, guys, thank you very much for that. And again, Wendy, come back anytime, and we will speculate about the super team they're going to form. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.